Morning everybody, Cable Guy Ken here with you. Been a lot of talk about Condor knives on Dave's page. A lot of people asking questions, you know, whether they were any good and all. Everybody knows I've got the little Nesmic style knife that they did. Of course, I've added a patina to this one, and I did reprofile the edge. The edge from the factory was a pure convex edge down here at the end. I've got it to where it's almost a Scandi grind now. Not saying the Scandi's better than a convex. I just, with that short little bit of edge there, it makes it a little bit easier for woodworking and a lot faster to sharpen out in the field. Got a few things here I'm going to show. Got the Condor Machete. I did a quick, just a little overview on it. You can see I've used it a good bit. Let me show you. It does have some marks where I've batoned it. You can see where it's gone through the wood. Got some stain on it from where I put it away. Didn't clean it as good as I should. I hadn't sharpened it yet. It's still about the same. Again, it comes with a convex grind down here on the edge. I want to say, just looking online and measuring it and everything, I'm going to assume this is, depending on how they list their measurements, this is either the 18-inch or the 24-inch machete. The reason why I say that is because it's 23.5 inches long from tip to handle butt, but it's 18 inches from here down with 16 inches of sharpened blade. So you got 2 inches of dead spot here, which makes it easier to choke up on if you have to do any finer work. If you need to come in and, you know, make some little curls for your feather sticks or such, you can come in here and get close up on that and really get good control on it. And it's not really uncomfortable. If you had gloves on, it'd be even better. Or if you just, you know, wrapped a bandana around this a little bit. Like I said, it's not that bad for me. It does pull into your hand a little bit right there in that crease. It can pull in after a while, but it's not that bad. You just have to relax your grip, and I found it's easier to relax your hand and let your other hand do all the work for you instead of trying to push through like this. Let your thumb do the pushing, and it offers less fatigue on the strong hand, the hand you're holding it with. Good heavy, not overly heavy, but it's a good heavy machete. Overall, it's good and solid. To the best of my knowledge, the tang on it narrows down to a flat tang through here. It does not come through the handle, but it's a piece of square metal right through the handle all the way to the rivet. That offers you a couple of things. First of all, by the metal not being exposed, the handle's absorbing some of that shock when you chop with it. You don't feel it as much in the hand. The only drawback to it is when this handle cracks, you've got a little bit more time to put a new handle on it. And I say when, I should say if that handle cracks, because it's pretty solid. I mean, you can feel the heft of it in your hand. It's a well-built handle. They're not the most expensive machetes in the world, but I know Dave swears by the El Salvadorian blades, which are where these are made. And after using this one for a good while, chopping bamboo with it, chopping through the vines and the brush and all that we have to go through to get into the woods, I'm loving it. You don't feel a lot of fatigue even with one this large, you know, after chopping for a while. Let's do a little splitting. I got some wood here I can split. Make sure I'm in the camera there for you. Got my little hammer stick. Now this is a good piece of oak. You can see it's curvy. You can see the end of it. It's definitely dry and hard. We're going to tack this on the bend here first, just to. Now normally I don't split on the dirt. Y'all know that. Y'all know how I feel about it. And there's why right there. That little indentation in the dirt, I don't know if y'all can see that, but that's where the end of this blade just hit. If you're out there by yourself especially if this is your primary cutting tool, that little tap in the dirt could have just destroyed that edge right there. Now, you know, if you're smart, you've got something you can touch it up with, but you know, that's just a chance I don't want to take out there. I don't like to do it. You're running your blade and you're causing work for yourself that you shouldn't have to do. I said, ain't no worries. You can even come all the way back here if you want to. If you baton back at the back, where I'm at right now, you feel more of the shock in your hand than you do if you baton up here at the tip. That's just something I've learned from doing it, especially right down here at the bottom. You can really feel it stinging your hand, again, because that's all, you know, a hard plastic. The further up you go on it, the less shock you end up feeling at the handle. And I mean, it's 100 times easier on your hand if you baton up here than if you do it back here with this machete. Now, I'm not, you know, I can't speak for Ontario or Rat, any of the other machetes we have out there. That's just speaking for this one. Like I said, overall, I haven't sharpened it. I didn't bring anything outside to do a cut test with you, because 9 times out of 10, the way I tell if a blade is still good is just let the weight of the blade rest on your thumbnail, and if it'll rest without sliding, it's plenty sharp enough for about anything you're gonna do. You know, other than fine precision work with wood. And like I said, you can grip up on it past that handle and get in there. It's not that cumbersome if you had to do it. Now, obviously, most of us would, you know, have some other form of knife to use, but, you know, as a one-tool option, depending on where you're at, around here, you know, we got brambles all over the place. It's a major chore to get into the woods. I could take this with me by itself, or, you know, just using my multi-tool blade for a backup for small, you know, fine chores, and be well suited with this machete. And they're extremely affordable. I want to say this one's about 30-40 bucks online, depending on where you get it from. So y'all check them out. Like I said, I know a lot of people have asked. They don't know if they're good or not. I've had this one since August of last year. I got it at the gathering, and I have no worries at all about using this for an extended time. I said, you can see I've put a good bit of wear on it already. Handles are holding up excellent. I haven't had to sharpen it yet. You just can't beat them for the money, y'all. And it is carbon steel. Oh, let me rephrase that. Some of them are carbon steel. This one may not be. This may be the stainless model, but the majority of them are carbon. So that's it on the Condor Machete line, y'all. I figured I'd post this real quick. We'll catch you in the next video.